yeah, we're good. What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the vlog and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. It feels weird because I didn't film the last 2 days. 2 days without filming and I already feel out of my element. But we're back. Today we're making a video about the top 5 modifications that I love that are on my car at the current moment. Now last week you guys may have seen a video where I did the top 5 modifications under $100 in my opinion, but today's video is going to be a little bit different because I'm not putting any restraints on money, on the cost of the part. I'm just going to tell you, in my opinion, my favorite top 5 modifications that I've done to my F30 thus far. Alright, so my ultimate favorite thing that I've done to the car thus far is the Msport kit. Now some of you might be lucky enough to already have the Msport kit on your car. However, this is a sport line, so it did not come with the Msport kit. So when I added the Msport kit to this car, it completely changed the way the car looked, made it way more aggressive, way more sporty, and I absolutely love the style of the Msport on this vehicle. I actually did the front bumper first a long time ago. I did a complete retrofit using an OEM bumper. I actually made the process way more difficult than it needed to be at the time, but back when I actually did the Msport bumper, not a ton of people were doing that retrofit yet, so there wasn't a ton of information out on it, and I was kind of learning as I went along the way. However, now I have the full Msport kit. I have the side skirts, I have the rear bumper, and I have the front, and I'm telling you what, I absolutely love the way that this thing looks with the Msport kit. The sport line and the base model just wasn't doing it for me. I thought I could get away with just doing the front bumper, and over time I was like, nah, I need to have the whole thing. I need to have the side skirts, I need to have the rear bumper, and there's also way more aftermarket parts that you can stylize on top of the Msport kit, so it just made that much more sense to go full Msport. So the Msport kit unpainted cost me about $1,400 in total. That comes with your front bumper, your side skirts, and your rear bumper, and then obviously you have to commission someone to do the painting. I'm fortunate enough to where I have a really good paint guy, so all of that would probably cost me about like $1,000 to get everything painted correctly and actually match the car really well. I absolutely love the way that this car looks with the Msport kit. Completely changed the car, and I'm super happy with it. So the next modification that I did that I'm absolutely obsessed with right now is my exhaust. The car sounds so good. It's not too loud, it's very refined. You have to remember, I'm in my 30s, I'm not trying to mob around being the loudest dude on the block. I absolutely love the way that this car sounds right now. I still get pops, I still get burbles. But there's no droning, there's no drone in the cockpit, so it's a very refined, clean sound. And I can actually hear the engine and hear the exhaust. So my AWE tuning exhaust set me back about $1,000. Definitely worth it. I thought about going the cheap route and just like doing a muffler delete, but everything I heard just sounds absolutely nothing like the car does now. And I also love how you can see the muffler underneath. It's really clean, it shines, it just looks so good from the back. So yeah, for $1,000, I'm super happy with the way that this came out. I highly suggest that if you guys are looking for an exhaust for your F30, consider doing the AWE tuning exhausts. They're phenomenal. They actually come in different tips too. I actually ended up going with the black tips, and they have like a color changing, like purple, kind of like neochrome to them. Super cool. Especially when like the light hits it, it looks so good. Alright, so the next modification that I'm absolutely in love with are the carbon fiber side skirt extensions. I really didn't think when I bought the side skirt extensions that they would bring that much aesthetic like pleasure to the car, but I absolutely love them. They're super clean, minimal, but they just set the car apart that much more. And it ties in with all of my other carbon fiber accessories that I have in the car. And the best part of all is they really weren't too expensive. They were only $230 for both sides of carbon fiber, which, considering how much carbon fiber is being used, usually parts can be upwards of $800 when they have that much carbon fiber in them. And also they're really easy to install, like one of the easiest installs ever. It's really just 3M tape and like 6 self-tapping screws. It took maybe 15 minutes to do it, but they look so good. I'm so happy with the way they came out. So another one of the modifications that I'm super stoked over, the rear carbon fiber diffuser. This tied in with the extensions, the mirrors, the spoiler, all of this other carbon fiber stuff that I have going on. This tied in so well. And the Msport bumper, the rear diffuser that it came with was pretty boring. Like, it didn't have a lot going on. It just wrapped underneath. This diffuser has so much going on. It has so much dynamic to it, and it just looks so good. Especially lower with like the rear valence and everything. I absolutely love this rear diffuser. So when I actually first got this exhaust put on, I didn't have the rear diffuser, and the exhaust would stick out quite a bit. Now it's like perfectly flush with the diffuser. So the diffuser comes out a little more than the stock one, and it just cleaned up that rear end. Like, look at how flush that is. Please excuse my dirty car. I know I have to wash it. I'm gonna take care of that this weekend, but look at how good that looks. The diffuser really makes the rear end of this car. It really ties the rear end together. And I think it just goes along with like that OE plus look too. Like, it's not too much, not too little. It's just right. So the rear diffuser was 450 bucks, which I think is well worth it. It's all handmade carbon fiber, fits really well, and it just looks so good. Okay, so the last modification that I have on this list are my LCI depot taillights. I absolutely think that these are crucial to any build that you're doing with an F30. If you don't have the LCIs, strongly consider upgrading to the depots. These look amazing. I'll be honest with you, at first I wasn't really too concerned about it, and then after I saw the difference of people who had the LCIs and mine when I didn't, that was really all I needed. I saw that, I made the decision to go with the LCIs, and I'm super, super glad I did, especially at night when they're lit up. They just look so good, they're so clean. The only bulb that's in these lights are the reverse lights. So this is just all LED lighting. I'll be honest with you though, it's hard to put all these modifications in an order because I really do think that like the whole collaboration of all of them kind of make the car what it is. So it's really hard for me to say like, oh, this is the best one, or you should do this one first. I think that all of them together just make it really, really dope. So when you're doing your build, I wouldn't focus so much on what you're gonna do next, but like, what's the end goal? What do you want it to look like in the end? How far do you want to take the car? So the LCI taillights were only 335 bucks. I honestly think all of you should at least consider getting them if you don't have them. They are super worth it. They make the rear end look so much better. But like I said, it's one of those things that when you guys are doing your build, just think about what you want it to look like in the end. And don't so much focus on what's coming next. Just focus on what you want to have it look like in the end. And eventually you'll get there. Just keep building at your own pace. I think the hardest thing for me is when I was building and speccing out this car, thinking about all the modifications I wanted to do, so many people on Instagram and on YouTube already had their cars fitted out with everything that I wanted. Like, I just wanted to get it all at once, but you just have to be patient and take it mod by mod and just kind of build it at your own pace. Just enjoy the process, because honestly, modifying the car, seeing all of the developmental changes is really what's so exciting about building these. So I'm sure a lot of you guys are gonna have your own opinions about what your favorite top 5 mods are, which is totally cool. I appreciate all of your opinions. I'm just giving you mine on my channel. And if you guys have your own, write them down below. I'd actually love to hear what they are. I mean, some of you might say the wheels were the most important. Some of you, maybe the suspension, maybe the carbon fiber mirrors, I don't know. I just think it's really cool and interesting that we're all collaborating and engaging on this content and talking about our own cars and what we want to do. That is the whole point of it, you guys. Don't worry so much about what other people are doing. Just make sure that you're building the car that you want to build. I think it's great to allow people to influence you in positive ways. Like if you see my car and there's something on there that you really want to do, or maybe you just like the overall look of my car, I think that that's so cool. But never let anyone influence you in the negative ways. They say that you shouldn't do something. Who cares? Do it because you want to do it and it's your build. All right, you guys, so that'll effectively end today's video. As always, I'm so appreciative of everyone that comes through here and comments, likes the video, subscribes. I appreciate you. Last but not least, do not forget, when we hit 5K, I'm giving away a $200 gift card to Keys Motorsports, one of my sponsors. You guys can hop on that website, order car parts. You could order like 10 t-shirts if you wanted. You could order like 100 decals. You could get whatever you want from that website, or just apply it towards something that's even bigger on that website. Maybe you want the LCI tails, or maybe you want to get the side skirt extensions, or maybe you want the Msport kit. Whatever you want, put this $200 towards that. As soon as we hit 5K, I'm gonna pick one of you guys, and I have a feeling that it's going to happen pretty fast. But as always, guys, I appreciate you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.